There are so many divisions and conflicts between us that it feels almost impossible to unite the entire world as one. One world, one currency. Such ideas remain disposable. On the contrary, even spiders and humans collaborated with no diplomatic establishment made thanks to something called a nanovirus. Yes, it's fiction, inspired by the book Children of Time. Yet, if you thought about it, it's not so impossible after all. We are going to understand the roots that keep us apart and put this idea into imagination. If human-spider relationships worked out, why wouldn't it unite humans? We are all the same species after all. To get to that, we must understand the actual reason we are not united in the first place. We have so many issues due to regions, cultures, ideologies, and whatnot. But the logical thing is that all of these things must have started from somewhere. And I believe the problem is classification. Yes, the moment we started to classify ourselves, differences were acknowledged. Even gender identification falls into this category. The time when we drew a line to differentiate men and women, the separation has already started. Unity had its first insignificant crack. Yes, we did it to upgrade ourselves. Yes, we did it to organize and develop from the midst of caves. Yet, logically, it's undeniable that classification was the route that branched into so many different groups of people. It grew and grew until right now we classify people in terms of so many factors we lost count of. It's like promoting difference and tolerance is actually a good thing, but it solely comes down to the individuals. True and complete unity demands more than that. The world requires a more unprecedented quality, and that was exactly what the nanovirus gave. In this story, nanovirus was developed by an advanced human civilization at the verge of extinction, with hopes of regerminating humanity on a habitable planet far, far away. They spread the virus. Unfortunately, something goes wrong and the nanovirus spreads among a species of spiders. It basically catalyzes evolution, and spiders emerge to be an intelligent species. They inject the same virus in the humans who came to inherit this habitable planet, trying to take it by force this time. The war comes to an end just like that after the injection of nanovirus. They started seeing that the species of spiders were not so different after all. The nanovirus, which was modified according to genetics of the spider species, caused humans to make peace with an alien intelligence. The nanovirus instilled one thing: empathy. That's it. That's the secret ingredient. Empathy. Empathy is the ability of people to put themselves in someone else's shoes and being able to relate to them. That's what we are trying to highlight this entire time. Instead of trying to accept the differences, why shouldn't we think about the similarities we have? That's technically what empathy has over tolerance, but that needs so much work to spread that to every corner of the world. Not everyone will be convinced. In fact, people may even have different interpretations. So, what if we did the exact same thing that happened in the story? Create a nanovirus. The possibilities are limitless. At this stage, technology has grown tremendously. Inserting nanochips to kill cancer from within is seriously at the development stage. Biomedical engineering is moving towards its peak, and it was well evident when more than one vaccine was produced for COVID-19 virus. Now, All I'm talking about is to take a leap and produce a mechanical virus. The virus's function is to create a so-called disease that makes us secrete the chemicals related to empathy in the brain. Once we get this disease, which no one will think about finding a cure for, humans will have an unexplainable empathy towards each other. Sounds like happy ending, but everything comes with adversities. In this case, the main problem will be starting the project in the first place. This idea will have strong resistance, mainly from moral perspectives. Manipulating human minds and the way they think forever is another way of snatching away free will. At the dark side, even small margins of error will end up detrimental to those involved. Apart from possibly destroying human intelligence, this nanovirus maybe, if not handled with transparency, can be exploited by anyone with a good understanding of it. Well, there is an easier way to do this through education. But we all know there are some separations and differences hard to be compromised. Even those who grew out of it to be better people may have these ideas buried deep within them. What we actually need are generations that have no idea of the pre-established differences. They should, by heart, have no idea that such differences even existed. It is the only way, but it also has less than 1% chance of success. And that's because education is different from region to region and country to country. Let's not even go there. This idea, though being extreme to an extent, sounded very interesting to me. So I thought I would just share it with you guys. See, only recently I found out that there is an ideal possibility that humans may even collaborate with aliens to right the wrongs of humanity. If that made sense, a reformation through nanovirus shouldn't sound too alien to you. If none of this makes sense and you watch this video expecting a solution for unity, here's my take. Maybe humanity doesn't need a miracle to help us unite. Something as small as starting to empathize with people can reshape our world. I believe it, and I want you to believe it as well. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button, as it means more than you think. Full of hope, Quantum Vimana.